Hi everyone, it's Angela. I hope that all is well with you. It is late, it's about 10:15 or so here in Maryland. And I did a chat in color today. As you can see, I still have my Alex Goes to the Circus t shirt on. And had an event with a couple of ladies with their children, 8-year olds today, and my boys helped out. And, we can just define success in a couple of different ways. But you know, I went today, and part of me, I guess, because I had, advertised and passed out flyers and all this, maybe I expected, more people to come. Um, but I had also prayed, Lord, please hand select who you want to be there. It's my desire. And you know what? It was just the right amount for where I am in the process. And one of the things that we talked about was the relationship of parenting. What I have been doing a lot of studying here lately with parents, relationships, with some people say gentle parenting, how we can have different approaches to parenting because parenting and mental health is something that has just been on my heart. As you know, if you've listened to me more than one time, you know that either I'm talking about something parenting related or mental health related. Um, and so, what I believe that God has just kind of laid on my heart is that there's a correlation between the two. That if you are in a household where you're with a parental bully, basically, you're being demanded to do things instead of you're in a relationship with this person, looking at it in a relational manner. Um, it makes a difference. And what I encouraged, what this is the approach, and not a lot of people, I haven't heard really too many people talk about the relationship approach. But you think about anybody that you're in a relationship with, all right? And if you're in this relationship with this person, and what are some things that you like about your relationship? You spend time together, you talk to each other, you get to know them, what makes them tick, right? But if you were in a relationship with someone and they were always just me, 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 um, they never asked you really about yourself, you don't get to know them, the chances of your relationship being successful is pretty short to none, right? Little to no success rate. How often do you ask your children questions and really study them at this point in their life? And what I believe is that the way we are parenting, because we don't think this is a relationship, we have power struggles with our children because you're not loving them the way they want to be loved. You're not feeding into them the way they need to be fed into. A lot of us feel like, well, I cooked for you and I gave you somewhere to sleep. That ought to speak love. Um, and it may not. And so the take that I am actually been studying about, and I've actually have even written a couple of sessions about, is the relationship of parenting. And of course, I shouldn't have to say it's non-sexual, okay? But um, but for some people, maybe you just need to spell it out. But someone who is an intimate person to you, someone that when you think about what is intimacy, the words intimacy, to be seen and to be known by someone, your child sees that. Typically when you're in a relationship, there's an agreement between you and another person that you want to see how they tick, who they are, and you intimately connect. But when you're talking about your child, that intimate connection is conversations, quality time, words of affection, affirming. You are training this person. You are training this person to become an adult. And in that training, there's course correction. There should be, when you're disciplining them, the discipline should be related to, if possible, related to what they have done and reasonable. Um, so that they understand how to do it the right way the next time. Um, think about if you were on a job and you're trying to learn how to do something, the first time you did it, if you may not have done it the way that it needed to be done. You're learning, you're building on concepts. And so just imagine if you were building on a concept and someone is trying to train you how to do it, and you're stupid, get over here, do this, shut up, blah, 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 and they're talking to you that way. The likelihood of your having success in that position is little, because the way they're talking to you is in a demeaning manner. All right. A lot of the ways that we're talking to these children is demeaning. It is no wonder that when you look at, I did a search under the CDC, and they were talking about how millions of children, it was like they did a study from, I think it's 2018 to 2019, no, 2016, 2019. And they were talking about, I don't have the statistics in front of me, but it was like 6,000 some children, excuse me, I'm wrong, 6 million children felt unhappy and helpless every day. Every day. And the age range that you're talking about, children from age 3 to age 17, these are children that still live at home. If you have parents that are talking down to you day in and day out, you have a neighborhood that you live in, and the neighborhood is not, if you're whatever your neighborhood is made up of, right? You go to school and they're trying to implement programs to speak into your children, but when they come home, you get cussed out and told you're nothing. How can there be a balance? How can there be mental stability when there's so much instability around? I'm going to, underneath this video, I'm going to put 2 videos down that I got off of Instagram, and how these 2 parents are talking to these children. One of the videos got over 10,000 some likes with this woman, and she's yelling at this child. The little girl, she's probably about 12. And you see the girl's body language, her arms are like this, and she can't even look at this woman because she's coming at her. She's coming at her so strong. How can she not have stuff pent up inside of her? And the first person, if somebody made her angry, she probably would have rage, because that was rage coming against her. We've all heard hurt people hurt people. If we are hurting our children with our words and we're not taking the time to get to know them, how can they not be carrying around hurt? And we've got to get to the point where it matters. Their hurt should matter. And if it doesn't, then we need to get some help. Whether that help is medicine, whether that help is counseling, whether that help is you need to take some. Look, I'm doing 4 sessions in the Toolbox that I can send you details for. If you respond to my message, if you see this, and you say, hey, look, I'm interested, I can send you the link and let you know the details of that. It's not everything, but it's something, right? It's just like if you think about a toolbox. If you have a hammer, but you need to screw something into the wall, if you have to choose between a drill, you don't have a drill, right? The hammer is good for some things, but if you're trying to get something in the wall and you force it and you force it and you force it, sure, you can get it in there, but you're damaging the nail, the screw, and you're damaging the wall. The way that a lot of us have been raised, sure, you might get to adulthood, but you need the right tools so that you're not damaging yourself and that child. You can't keep using the same tools. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a good result. And my heart is just full today. It's been a heart-filling day, and man, I just have such a heart for families. And this is more about the parent than it is about the child. Because as parents, we've got to do some things differently. talk with you all soon. Take care.